Okay, I want to talk about how to have a sense of happiness and enjoyment and aliveness in life while also having maybe family obligations or people in your life who are expecting things of you and expecting you to show up in a certain way. Sometimes this can feel like two very different things. Like you're not really honoring what it is you want for yourself and for your life. And you also don't want to disappoint the people in your life, oftentimes like family or people who you've known for a really long time who have expectations of you. So I'm actually going to start by talking about a little anecdotal story. So I recently switched supplements for like my morning probiotic gut health because I decided that I have been having too many cravings and I want to curb my cravings. I want to stop snacking and I want to feel better in my body because I was like eating too many snacks and it didn't feel very good. So I got this supplement for curbing cravings, and guess what? It like totally worked. All of my cravings basically completely disappeared. And honestly, my life got very dull because I live for food. I love food. And I don't like not feeling hunger and I don't like not having cravings. And so that was like really mind blowing to me. Like, wait a minute, I actually want to feel hungry. I want to have cravings. And instead of just like kind of trying to cover those things up and get rid of them and suppress my desires and my cravings and my hunger, what I want is I want to be able to have cravings and have hunger and be able to be mindful and still make decisions that feel really good and alive, and I can still eat really good food and I can still be hungry, but I don't have to overindulge and go too far. Okay, so the reason I'm using this as an example is because it fits perfectly into what many of us do. So we crave to feel alive, we crave to go out and experience the world. We're hungry for living life and having experiences that are all our own. But we often suppress those cravings, or we try to get rid of those cravings, or we try to get rid of our hunger for more aliveness because it doesn't maybe suit the people in our life or our obligations. It would mean maybe doing something hard. It would mean maybe facing some things in our life, maybe setting some boundaries, maybe doing some more relationship work with some of those people, maybe saying no to some things, maybe starting to express ourselves more, right? And those are uncomfortable. So just like me trying to cover up my hunger and my cravings with a supplement so that I wouldn't have to come up with the willpower and do the difficult work of actually like overcoming a late night snack. I actually robbed myself. I numbed myself of some of my own hunger and aliveness. And so we easily do this because it's hard and it's difficult. And so we try to like cover up that stuff. But eventually it comes out in other ways. It comes out sort of in a depression or a dullness. And worst, it comes out as resentment towards the people in your life or the obligations in your life because you're not living your life fully alive for yourself, and you're suppressing yourself in order to not upset anyone and to please others. So it's classic people pleasing in many ways. So this is my suggestion, and I received a question on this specific topic, which is why I'm making this video. So I received the question of, so how can you still honor your obligations, still honor your family, still honor the relationships that you have that have expectations of you, while also going out and being alive and being hungry for life and having these cravings and really truly enjoying your life? And my answer is this. First of all, the most honoring thing you can do for your relationships and for the people in your life is to take care of you, your own happiness, your own aliveness. No one else is going to do that for you. So when you are taking care of you and you are happy and you are alive and you are feeding yourself in whatever way that means, that also means that you are expanding and growing your capacity to offer the same aliveness to your relationships. Instead of doling yourself and making yourself smaller, you're allowing yourself to grow in your hunger, to grow in your cravings, to grow in your ability to make choices that bring you into a greater sense of aliveness. And then when you're in your relationships, you're bringing that aliveness to your relationships, and it doesn't feel like an obligation. It feels like you're happy to show up. It goes back to that same teaching on you can't pour from an empty cup. We have to fill ourselves first. So there might be people demanding things of you, but you can't give anything to them that you can't give to yourself. And it doesn't matter whether they're aware of this or not, but you have to make your happiness a priority first. And it might mean disappointing some people. It might mean that the relationship as you know it needs to end, that you need to start relating to, as you relate to yourself in a new and different way, you're going to start relating to other people in a new and different way. And they might not like it at first, or they might be disappointed, or they might not understand. And I just want you to know that that's just a natural part of growing and choosing ourselves. But if you can hold on to your heart, and your heart is that you actually want to be better in relationships. You don't want to be resentful. You want to show up with your fullest self in love and with love. When you do show up, it has to start with you and how you treat yourself first. So let's not try to cover the cravings and not want those things and just make everyone else happy. Let's start with honoring our cravings, feeding ourselves, letting ourselves be hungry, filling ourselves up so we are satisfied and fulfilled with our own enjoyment of life. And then we are full, and we can now give, and we can now pour from our own fullness. And I promise you, the people in your life, they might not understand at first. They might be disappointed at first, but they will eventually catch on. And I can honestly say this has happened in my own life. I've had a lot of relationships change, and some people decide, oh, they want you the way that you were, and they don't want to be in your life anymore. And that can feel disappointing, and that can feel scary. But I promise you, the people who really love you and care for you, they will get on board, and they will just love this, and you will actually inspire others to come into a greater sense of aliveness with your own aliveness. So let's not suppress the cravings. Let's not suppress our aliveness. Let's embrace it, and let's find a way to face the challenge of how to be alive and happy within ourselves while still honoring the relationships around us. Yes. If you like this, you want more of this, you have questions, please comment, like, share, subscribe, do all the things. My name is Jessica Amos. I'm a life coach, a mindfulness meditation teacher, and I'm the founder of Stay With Yourself, which is the practice of being who you are, where you are. Learning to stay with yourself is learning to put yourself at the center of your own life, to open to your own aliveness, to let yourself be hungry for the things that you are hungry for. And when you stay with yourself, you then are honoring yourself and honoring others at the same time. So fucking good. Okay, thank you so much for being here with me. Until next time, may you stay with yourself today and always. Bye.